Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Culture Lab podcast first introductory episode with your hosts Razik and Rizky. And
So we're currently not sponsored.
yeah, so Skillshare and Wix.com, feel free to leave your details in the comments below.
I think for this episode we're gonna talk a little bit about ourselves and the reason why we make this podcast. So a little bit about myself. My name is Rizky Muhammad and I'm Indonesian, specifically Jakarta, born and raised. I lived there for my whole life. My parents are Indonesian, but my neighbor was European. Nah, I'm joking. I was joking.
What do you mean by real? How is that real?
My neighbor was European. What do you think? And basically, I spent my whole life in Indonesia till I decided to seek a refuge. Nah, I'm joking. Okay, skip about that. About my hobbies, I really like to play sports. Basketball, football, badminton. I'm really good at it. I enjoy watching sports. And guess what is my favorite team? Liverpool. Sorry, Barcelona fans for the 4-0.
Yeah, that was a crazy match last night. Yeah.
I also like to play guitar in my spare time. And last but not least, I also have a podcast called Podcast Tempat Gabut, available on Spotify. Feel free to follow it. And I think that's it about myself. Move on to Brazil.
I see you plugged yourself there.
Playing myself, no?
Okay, so I'm originally from South Africa, but never really lived there. When I was born, I moved to Zimbabwe and I lived there for 10 years. After that, things were happening in that country and we wanted to move out and travel internationally, so I moved to Saudi Arabia and lived there for 2 years. Thought we should move on. I then moved to Egypt, moved there for 2 years. Had a really great time in both those two countries, but then yet again we thought it's time for a change, and now we moved here to Montenegro, where I've been living for 2 years. And some of my hobbies are reading and writing poems in my spare time. No, I'm just kidding. Some of the things I do actually enjoy are running, playing golf, playing cricket, and also playing the trumpet in my spare time.
And so a lot of you might be questioning why these youngsters are making a podcast. Isn't that like an old guy stuff? So the main reason why we make this podcast is to make ourselves famous.
Yeah, that's we want the clout.
Nah. In this podcast, we want to express our concerns about the world, like politics, kids nowadays, and any other stuff that you will listen and see. And I think that the reason why we have decided to make this podcast is because there is no way that we can beat T-Series with its 97 billion subscribers. But we can beat Joe Rogan, you know? So Joe Rogan, be aware of us.
The reason I decided to hop on the bandwagon of podcast was, to put it simply, I'm just doing it for the money. I really want the Spotify streams. I want that Spotify streams to go up. But the main thing I want to happen with this podcast is just have fun. Talk about things like Avengers Endgame, sports, what our guest favorite thing is, things are to do, stuff like that. The aim ultimately is just to have a good time. We're not really going to follow a set timetable for what we have to do in each podcast. Just going to see what it takes.
We won't follow our rigid rules.
Yeah, we just want to be a chill podcast. We don't want to talk about topics too boring or anything. So, yeah. Another reason is we want to provide a source of entertainment that's easy to understand, that you can also laugh to along with us. And also in the future, we plan to get you guys involved in the episodes, and you guys determine what happens in our episodes, and that's, yeah.
So if you guys have any questions regarding our production or stories you wish to share, feel free to email us at theculturelabpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's it.
So I guess that's it for...
And also follow our Instagram at The Culture Lab Podcast also.
And follow our Personal Instagram.
Yeah, is that Razik_Nakwa.
And Risky with double K.M.
And yeah,
I guess that's it for
that's
the
it
introductory
for the
episode.
introduction. We hope you guys are looking forward to this production. We are really excited to be able to do this and share it with you guys. And yeah.
So just wait for the next episode of,
Yeah.
of the Culture Lab podcast with Razik and Risky.
On our Instagram, we'll be updating you guys when we're gonna film, and yeah.
So that's why you need to follow our
and
Instagram.
turn on your notifications. You know.
So we get more followers and
We get more
famous.
recognized. And
We get famous, rich as our aim to make this podcast.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We look forward to continuing this journey and hope you guys are excited too. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode of the Culture Lab podcast.
See you next time. Yeah.